So, good afternoon, everybody. Happy weekend, happy Saturday. I copped that from the league, and of course, I'm back again with the Arsenal podcast. In the morning, we shall have Arsenal paper talk. In the afternoon or evening, like this, we'll be doing the Arsenal transfer talk show. So, and then later I'll see how we do it. But of course, I'm here to talk about Arsenal's third signing. Who should it be? We are going to also talk about Gabriel Magalhaes or Gabriel Magalhaes. Very, very close to joining the club. Very close to joining the club. Tell me where you're watching from. Tell me what you think. The question is already there. Who should be our next signing and why? We have Willian. We have Gabriel Magalhaes. We have Aubameyang. Who do you think should be our next signing at Arsenal and why? My name is Kosi, and all I do is bring you the latest from Arsenal. Latest from Arsenal. That is what I do. I hope you guys can get me very well. I hope you guys can get me very, very well there. So, big question. Who should be Arsenal's next signing? I'm going to talk about Thomas Partey. I'm going to talk about Houssem Aouar, and I'll talk about as well the man Gabriel Magalhaes, Arsenal's next signing. Our player, because he is our player. We have finished his signing. And I'll start with Gabriel Magalhaes. Today in the morning, I was reading through the Arsenal news, Arsenal paper talk. What are we, doing in the transfer window? And very surprisingly, we have successfully done a medical with Gabriel Magalhaes. He has already done our medical, and it is in the books. It is in the records. We are the first to take him to the. We are the second actually to give him a medical after Everton, as well as Arsenal. Now there are two clubs that have given Gabriel Magalhaes a medical: Arsenal and Everton. However, he chose us over United. He chose us over Everton, and chose us over Napoli. So there is nothing to worry about when it comes to competition. Medical done. We are waiting for announcement. All blogs are saying the announcement, is going to come from Arsenal. Arsenal will decide when to announce that the player is done. Arsenal will decide to tell us when they want to show that Gabriel Magalhaes is signed for us. He's the left back. Today in the morning, the money that was reported was increased from 22 million to 27 million pounds. From 22 million to 27 million pounds. That is the money we are going to pay for Gabriel Magalhaes. I don't know whether they are fake reports from Leo, but that is the truth. That is what is trending. We have finished his medical. He has done everything. And today, London Football wrote something very interesting, that he went to his Instagram account and confirmed that he is going to join Arsenal. They wrote and said Arsenal fans convinced Gabriel Magalhaes' transfer is imminent after latest Instagram post. There are so many reasons why people are saying that Gabriel Magalhaes chose Arsenal. They are saying he's a very good friend to David Luiz, and then the very many Brazilians at Arsenal. You have Gabriel Martinelli, you have Willian now, you have David Luiz. And if you add, Gabriel Magalhaes, those will be 4 Brazilians at the club. So, some people are saying that is the reason as to why he chose Arsenal. The other clip of people are saying that, he chose Arsenal because there is much pressure at Arsenal and he's guaranteed first team football. Well, I don't think that's the truth. I think he's guaranteed. He would be guaranteed first team football at Lyon, at Napoli. He would be guaranteed first team football at clubs like United, because United have do not have another centre back to Harry Maguire. So I think he would be guaranteed first team football, to all those clubs, at all those clubs. But I think he chose Arsenal because he believed in us, and we are a big club. We are the biggest in London. I don't know why Chelsea fans don't accept that, but we are the biggest club in London, blood. We are the biggest club in London. So if you have just joined me, smash that like button and tell me who should be our next signing. That is where I'm going. It's the discussion I'm going to talk about today. Who should be Arsenal's next signing? Should it be Thomas Partey? Should it be Houssem Aouar? But I'm still talking about Gabriel Magalhaes. So Magalhaes, according to the media, We are leading. Actually, we are leading that, the media race, like we always do. I think Arsenal is always in front when it comes to media and transfers. We are always, in front. I've never seen Arsenal being, trail when it comes to media. When it comes to media reports, we are always leading, always leading. But at least now we know that Arsenal is about to announce that Gabriel Magalhaes is now an Arsenal player. Very interesting piece of news, Blood. Very interesting piece of news. And that would be the happiest fan to see that we have signed a player in the caliber of Gabriel Magalhaes. But until we confirm, let us stay with what we have. The president from his club said it must be 24 hours until when we can know that he has signed. So we are waiting. The 24 hours are elapsing today, so probably it must be today or tomorrow or Monday. But I think it's gonna be Monday. That is when we are going to know that he has signed for Arsenal. It's gonna be Monday. But let us hang in there. Let us do whatever it takes to be patient. Let us do whatever it takes to be patient, Blood. So, discussion for today: who should be Arsenal's next signing? Should it be Houssem Aouar or should it be Thomas Partey? Yesterday we had a very heated, discussion with you guys here, and we were asking: should Arsenal sign Aouar from Lyon or should Arsenal sign Thomas Partey? I went with Thomas Partey, but there are so many factors to look at, and if you ask me, who has most chances of joining Arsenal, I think it is Partey. But let us go into the discussion. Since the start of this summer, this summer transfer saga, we were linked to a couple of players. Houssem Aouar was not part of that clique. We were linked to something like 5 players. We are linked to Thomas Partey, who we haven't signed, but we still believe we can sign. We were linked to Houssem Aouar. We have not signed him. No, actually, we were not linked to Houssem Aouar. We were linked with Thomas Partey. We were linked with Willian. He's the second person. We are linked to Philippe Coutinho, all agents of Kia Jorapchin. We were linked to Axel Dizazi, if you guys still remember, centre back playing with Reims. We were linked with Jolson Fernandez, Sporting Lisbon, and I think we were linked to Malang Sarr, if you guys still remember those rumors. So, Blood, those were the 5 players we were linked to, and almost everybody of us wants Arsenal to go back to the great club it was, the great mighty Arsenal. We want to go back to that, to the stage. Now, deep down in the transfer, Coutinho is gone. I don't think he's gonna join Arsenal because he's no longer linked to us. So Coutinho is gone, no longer linked to Arsenal. We have Thomas Partey and Houssem Aouar. Houssem Aouar is an attacking midfielder, playmaker, creating chances, just like you see Bruno Fernandes at United or Mesut Ozil, something like that. Another Eden Hazard or Samuel Nasri, something like that. Thomas Partey would be like another Pogba, another Vieira, another something like that. And the biggest question is, who should we sign? Who should be our next signing? Well, for me, I would go with Thomas Partey, and I'm going to give you the chances that he will sign for us, and also give you the chances that Houssem Aouar will sign for us. I'm going to go with Thomas Partey. I think he's a decent player, has a couple of, experience, and he has very few years left onto his contract. His buyout clause is 50 million euros. That is 47 million pounds. That is affordable, Blood. That's affordable. Houssem Aouar on the other side is just 22. I know you guys would want to sign someone who's 22 because he has a big future and so on. But it's going to be expensive, and I don't think Lyon are really willing to sell. Because if they were willing to sell, probably, there would be some, response from them. But they are not. They are really keeping quiet. And today we contacted them. We wanted to take in a bid for Houssem Aouar. And I don't know what they're going to respond with. But anyway, for me, I would go with the Thomas Partey. I would go with Thomas Partey. just in my opinion, I'd go with Thomas Partey, blood. Because I think when you have a player like Thomas Partey at Arsenal, it is interesting. He's a box-to-box midfielder, and he would be very useful to to Granit Xhaka. Would have a very, very good defensive partnership with Granit Xhaka, and that's why I believe we should have someone like Houssem, like Thomas Partey. Houssem Aouar is not a bad player. He isn't a bad player at all. But if we look at the chances of us getting him, and we look at the chances of us getting chances of us getting Thomas Partey, I think we have more chances to get Thomas Partey than chances to get Houssem Aouar. And we need Partey. I think there is no Partey without Partey. I think Partey is, both a creative midfielder. He creates a lot, very good, defensive wise, and he can, be the player we need, the leadership in that midfield. Ever since we lost Patrick Vieira, we do not have leaders on the pitch. I think we have already said that. We don't have leaders on the pitch. If we have someone like Thomas Partey, leader on the pitch, very experienced, has played in the Champions League, is going to be playing with us in the Europa League, I think he can take us back to the UEFA Champions League. Aouar is not a bad player. I'm not saying he's a bad player. Yesterday I said, and I'll say it again, if we can get both Houssem Aouar and Thomas Partey, well and good. I would agree with that. I'd be very comfortable with that. But when we can't get both of them to sign for us, let us go for Partey. Let us go for Thomas Partey, blood. He's exciting. That. You can go and watch him on YouTube. Very exciting a player he is. Very exciting. Houssem Aouar is exciting as well, but I think Partey would be more useful to us now. We need someone who can play with Granit Xhaka, and that must be Thomas Partey. That's my opinion, blood. So, who should Arsenal's next signing be? I think it must be Aouar. I don't think it should be Aouar. I think it should be Partey. So, when you watch this video, guys, you can tell me your opinion so we can talk about it more. So, this is the Arsenal podcast with me, Kosi, always live on a daily basis. It is the Arsenal Transfer Talk Show. In the morning, we have the Arsenal Paper Talk. And then in the evening, we shall be talking more about Arsenal still.